So if I'd ask you what you've changed your mind about recently, I wonder what your answer would be. This is the question I've probably been asked the most frequently on podcasts recently. And one of the answers I've been giving is one that's only happened in the last few months. And that is I've changed my mind about how security conscious I am. So I'm actually someone who, it might surprise you to learn this, I've never really locked the doors at our house. Now, I didn't grow up in a big capital city, so I just put it down to that, this notion that I grew up in a pretty safe environment, but also to become an identity at some point. I was not the sort of person who locked my doors, unlike all those people who are really security conscious and lived in fear. That's not who I was. Until I had a conversation recently with a friend who's a police officer who also grew up about 5 streets from where our house is here in Sydney. And when I told him I don't lock our doors, the look on his face, like the shock, he's like, "Are you serious?" And he started to tell me why I should lock our doors. He talked about the specific cases of break-ins, how they break in, when people break in our area. Also, he's not someone who's particularly neurotic or afraid. He's a very pragmatic person. And I mean, I've had so many conversations over the years where people have tried to encourage me to be more security conscious, but this conversation changed my mind. Now I lock the doors every single night. And when I look at what it is about that conversation, that interaction that changed my mind when other conversations hadn't, it was relatability. I related to this guy, I trusted him. It was credibility. He knew his stuff. He had, worked the beat. He knew what was going on in our area, and it was specificity. He knew it was exactly what was happening in our suburb, our part of the world, what the track record was. So, for you, if you haven't changed your mind recently, firstly, that's a bit of a red flag. We've always got to be willing to upgrade our thinking. But if you're trying to change someone's mind, perhaps those dynamics could help you be more effective.